Who here feels that they haven't moved forward enough in the last couple years? If that's the case for you, that's what I feel today. And you know what? We're going to make some decisions. Because you know what? If we don't take time to sit, reflect, and make decisions to make sure we move forward, we're going to be at the same place next year. We're not going to be moving forward. And you guess what? Like you, like me, we don't want to be at the same place in 5 years, in 10 years. So let's see. How can we make changes? Well, I believe it's by making decisions. Well, making decisions may seem easy. And the big issue is that we're not sure if we're going to take or make the best decision. And that is part of life, part of exploring, and part of what I called failing forward. And I think I'm going to put here a card about failing forward. That's a video I did a few weeks ago. Okay, so how can we make better decisions? That's a good question. I was looking at how I need to grow my presence online, and I was looking at all the different social medias I can do. And you know what? I think that the first thing I need to do is focus on one. I'm by myself. I cannot be everywhere at all time. So I do believe that my favorite platform for content is YouTube. And here you're watching this video. And you know what? I love this platform because it allows me to create content. It allows me to build community. It allows me to share with others my ideas on how we can make the world a better place. So what's the best way to make a decision? Oh, that's a good question. I do believe that I'm a science teacher, and therefore the scientific process, the scientific investigation process is amazing for that. So you're going to say, what is it? Well, it all starts with having a question, asking a question, and then from there, go through the process to gather data and come up with a conclusion to know, did I answer the question? Was my decision the best decision? So let's go through this together. So when we want to make a decision, the first thing is asking yourself the question, is that decision what's best for me? That's very important. We make decisions all the time. And we have to keep in mind that when we make a decision, we need to make a decision towards our goal, towards what is important for us. So asking a key question is important. So for me this week was, which platform do I need to be on so I can do what I want with my long-term vision? And the idea is, should I be on YouTube primarily at this time? And that's a good question. So let's see what is important with the next step. Once you have your question, you have to have a hypothesis. That's what we do in science. My hypothesis is that if I choose only one platform like YouTube, then it will be easier for me to focus my energy to create content for my audience. That is important because I have a limited number of hours in the week to dedicate to content, and by choosing one platform is what I need to do. So this is my hypothesis. So I have a question. I have a hypothesis. Now we need to figure out if we can gather data to know if that's true. Okay. So once we have that, we have to look at variables. The variables here is, what am I planning to do to make sure that I can answer the question? Well, for me, if I want to create content, I need to sit down, find the time to record content, plan it ahead of time, edit it, and post it. Well, for years, I've been able to work with my YouTube channel for my science students in French. And by the way, I'm going to put in the comment in the description below the link to that YouTube channel. Guess what? I hope this week to reach 2,000 subscribers. It's quite amazing. I'm very proud of the people learning through that. Second, so this is the variable. So being able to know what you're going to talk about. And second, be consistent with the content. So here, this is my independent variable. My dependent variable is what I will be able to measure. And I'll be able to measure how I can grow the audience and feel that I can produce videos. Now, if you look at this channel you're watching right now, I have a milestone challenge, and it is to produce one video a day for, guess what? However long it will be. I'm looking at Evan Carmichael's. He has thousands and tens of thousands of videos on YouTube. And you know what? You know what? If he can do it, I can certainly do that as well. I know he's got a team, but let's see how I can move this forward. For my French science channel, guess what? I have a live on Saturdays answering questions, and I take the clips from that live and I repurpose them for the video of the channel. And it's working very well. I've been doing this for about a year and a half, and I'm very pleased with the results at this time. Okay, so I have a question, which is YouTube a good way to focus on one platform only? I have my hypothesis, variables to think about what I can do to set this up. I know that I can record videos at home. I'm using StreamYard. I can use my phone. Things are amazing. And that brings me to the idea that you need materials to do so. Well, the easiest one is to use my phone. The second one is to use what I'm using right now, which is a webcam on my computer. Well, is it working well? I think so, because it is a place where I know I can focus. It's a place where I know when I sit here or I stand, I know that I need to focus on making the world a better place for my students and for you here. Okay, so once I have materials, it's the procedure. So how can I actually get it done? Well, for my science channel, it's easy. The procedure is on Saturday morning at 8:30 to 9. I get downstairs. I take my notes from the week. I look at some research, put some subjects together so I can go live at 10 in the morning till about 11. As soon as this is done, I download my video. I edit usually 2 or 3 videos that I edit right away before lunch, and usually by 12:30 I have edited 3 videos, did thumbnails, uploaded them in YouTube, and I have usually one on that day posted, and I program the other one for the rest of the week. So that's a process that has been going on for a year and a half, and it's working very well. With respect to this channel here, my process is to every day to record a video and post it. Well, at the beginning, I was saying, well, is it possible for me to batch record the videos? And what I realized is when I batch record, the issue with this one is sometimes I don't have the ideas and it's harder for me to stay consistent. Because when I batch record, then I have to batch edit, then I need to post, and then I lose the rhythm of being able to post every day. And that's what happened last year. Last year, I had the Best Life Journey series. Maybe it was 2 years ago. And I went all the way to about 130 daily videos. And that was amazing. And it started to stop when I was trying to mainstream the work. And then I lost my footing. And then something came through and I couldn't continue. And that's why I think for me, recording a video every day works well for me. And you'll notice on this channel, sometimes there are 10-minute video, sometimes they're 5-minute video. And when I don't have time, I do a YouTube short that I record on my phone, and usually they're in my car because that's the only time I have. But at least I record and post every day. That is one of my main goals here for my milestone challenge. So there you go. We have a procedure. And now if you think of the scientific process, the scientific inquiry process, I have the question, my hypothesis, variables, materials, procedure. All I have to do right now is to collect data. And that's going to take some time. How do I collect data? Well, I can look at how many people view my videos, how many people subscribe to my channel, how many links do I do for those posts on Instagram or other places? Because I'd like to find a way to welcome my community to see them. How would it work? Well, it's hard. I started on January 1st this year for those videos. So let's see if I can gather data as we go along. But I did notice that the shorts are doing very well. I also realized that some of the videos, specifically when I talk about teaching, has worked well. So we're gathering data to mainstream what are the topics that my audience want to hear about. And at the end of the day, I'm a high school teacher. I want to have a good influence to the community. I can help students, I can help teachers, and I can help everybody who believes that learning is the key part in life to make the world a better place. Because if you learn something new, you can share it with others. And ideally, we make ourselves and society a better place. So, gathering data will be the next time and analyzing what we do as we go along. If you look at a quick analysis of how things are going right now, it is this as I record this video, it will be about a 10-minute video. It will be my 18th video in 18 days. I'm very proud of myself, very proud that many people are sending me email. No, yeah, I received an email and an Instagram. They're sharing how happy they are to see my videos. So on this, I think I'm doing amazingly well. What will be the topics as we go along? That's an excellent point. Now you'll notice that so far my videos have been, the keyword was stone with the numbers 1 to 17. I'm starting with a new name call, and I call them iron. I'm a geologist, so I like materials, but here I'm building my house. The first videos were about the foundation, very solid stone foundations with all the ideas that I think is necessary for me and you to build something amazing. Now I have a good foundation, and the plan is to say, okay, I need to build on that foundation. So I need to set the goals to move forward. And today is the first video in the iron chapter of this journey, which is making the right decision for the future. So when you are planning to make a decision, think of the scientific inquiry process with a question and the thinking process behind it. I'm going to see if I can do a video where I can set all the setup, which I use in my science class, but you can use in your life as well. And you know what? I think that's a great topic. Anyway, I'm so happy to see you today. I do believe that the next decision you will take will be great. And keep in mind that if you don't make a decision because it's easy, you're going to be at the same place tomorrow or next year. May as well do it, make a decision, and then reassess how we go along. Because once you have a question, a hypothesis, and you get information, you gather data, then you can reflect on your hypothesis and then make changes. And that's how we are growing. You are moving forward, making the adjustments you need. It's so much better than staying put, saying, oh, I'm afraid of moving forward. I believe in you. On this, I want you to put in the comments below what is the decisions you're making today to make life a better place and the world a better place. And I'm going to put here a link to a video about the fact that we are all teachers. I'll see you there.